Hi, my name is Jessica and welcome to my channel. I created this channel so that I could review different products for you so that way you wouldn't be out wasting your money when you could just watch a review and see if you like it or not. So how I want to begin this is I discovered one day as I was unpacking in my new apartment that I had tons and tons and tons of samples. As I go through all of these little samples of things, I'm going to do reviews on them. Now, please be aware that when you do a review of a product, me using it maybe once, twice out of a sample packet, sometimes more if it's a larger sample size, that I may get it, may skew the results a little bit. But just like the average consumer, when I get a sample for something, that usually determines whether or not, hey, I want to go try this, or no, I definitely don't want to try this. Kind of give you a background of what type of skin that I have. Most of the time I have oily skin, combination oily, but here recently, as I've been using more retinol creams and vitamin A, my skin has really been drying out, so I've been trying to, rehydrate my skin. So the ones that I'm going to try out today and kind of give you a review of, I think I'm going to start with this one. It's called Pure Melt Away, and it's a makeup emulsifier towelette. It's a single one, and it says it will melt away makeup and nourish skin with this petroleum-free makeup remover for all skin types. Gently wipe towelette over the face and eyes to remove all makeup, including waterproof mascara. Allow product to work for 10 to 15 seconds and then rinse with tepid water. Pat dry with a towel as needed. So this is the first one that I'm probably going to use today. And then I'll probably go in with this clarity mask. Oh, I think I'm going to do this to take off my makeup, and then I'm going to put this one on. It says it's good for acne, redness. How to use. Apply a thin layer to clean skin. Slight tingling is normal with this mask as it works to gently exfoliate and resurface the skin. Leave on 15 to 20 minutes or until it's completely dry. Then rinse with warm water. Okay, if you have sensitive skin, leave on for 5 minutes and rinse with warm water. I'm gonna try this to take off my makeup. Then I'm gonna the Pure Melt Away. Then I'm going to get in the bath, put on the Herbivore Blue Tansy Resurfacing Clarity Mask. Leave that on 15-20 minutes. If I start feeling it being really intense of a tingling sensation, I'll probably cut it down even if it's been less than 15 minutes. The two hair things that I want to use today. So I do have blonde highlights in my hair. They do tend to get more brassy, more yellow, and turning into orange sometimes. So I got this sample. It is from Drybar. It's called Blonde Ale, and it says bring your blonde back to life. It is a Vibrance-Boosting Brightening powder, so it comes with this little pouch right here of the powder. You're supposed to mix the powder with water. It's great for blonde, gray, white, and highlighted hair. No more dullness, vibrant and shiny, baby soft hair, everything we all want. Maybe not the blonde, gray, white, and highlighted hair, but if you fall into one of those categories, you know that a lot of purple shampoos have a tendency to strip your hair of a lot of moisture and leave it kind of dry and brittle. I'm going to leave it on for 5 minutes, rinse well, and then condition. It says use twice a month. So I shampoo first, then I use this, then I use my conditioner. And then after I get out, I'm going to use this it says to use as a leave-in or a finisher. Apply to clean, damp hair or dry hair and style as usual. Start with a small amount and increase as needed. For a repairing mask, mix 2 to 3 pumps with any ALTERNA conditioner. Apply on wet hair and let sit for 3 minutes and rinse. I forgot to mention what this was. This is the ALTERNA CAVIAR Anti-Aging Reconstructing Bond Repair 3-in-1 Sealing Serum. It rebonds, protects damaged hair. So what I think I'm going to do today is, since I'm shampooing and using this one kind of as a leave-in mask, I'm going to take this one and I'm going to use it when my hair is damp. So I'm not going to use it as a mask today, but I'm going to make sure that I'm going to leave a little bit in here, so the next time that I condition my hair, I'm going to try mixing this in with a little bit of the conditioner. I'm going to let you know my feelings about it afterwards. But I will go ahead and try this Pure Melt Away Makeup Emulsifier Towelette. And I do believe this sample came with my Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Long Wear Foundation and Concealers. So it says, gently wipe. Allow product to work for 10-15 seconds, then I should be able to rinse. You may notice some flaking that I have right in here, and that is due from the retinol. I think I went a little bit too much too soon. Definitely need to work on. Okay. It's not a strong smell, but it's like one of those smells that takes my breath away. It kind of reminds, it's very oily. Like I'm getting a lot of oily residue on my hand from it. You can see that. This type of smell, it doesn't smell bad, but it reminds me like when I was a kid and I would like be going on a long trip with my parents, and anything that ends with O's, Doritos, Cheetos, Fritos, any of those O's, okay? Oh, and peanut butter. If my mom made any of those in the car, it would take my breath away. Like the smell of it, like couldn't breathe right. All I have on today, I had my brows on. I had on the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer, a little bit of bronzer, blush, and then some mascara, which was not waterproof. So yeah, the smell of this is taking my breath away. It's a little stout, I guess. It's not that it's not bad, it's just maybe like kind of reminds me of oil pastels. If you've ever used those, you hear my southern accent. Oil pastels, if you ever use those in art, kind of like that smell. It seems to be taking off my makeup pretty well right now. That it didn't have very much on, but I can already tell with as much ease as this is getting off my mascara that this would be easy to get off anything else. It says to leave it like 15-20 seconds to get it off. Another good trick when you are using sample packets and you want to try to get more than one use out of them is like the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Serum. And I have the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow in here as well that I'm working on. Is this little baggie actually had samples in it from Sephora. What I do is I put them in a little Ziploc bag, make sure they're closed, get all the air out of it that I can. That way it's not as exposed to as much air, because if you just leave a sample open like that, you know, you're getting air and all kinds of germs down it. Since I don't have, you know, a sink right in front of me, I'm gonna grab just these Neutrogena Deep Cleaning Purifying Micellar Cleansing Towelettes just to kind of get some of this oil off. One of my favorite cleansers to use is by Tatcha. I also like one by Coors. I think it's like a Greek yogurt one. But even as I'm using this wipe, you can notice that I still have a lot of residue from my makeup left on here. And like I said, I only had a tinted moisturizer on and I didn't have very much of it on. I really feel like I shouldn't have this much coming off. I think what I would do is, if I were going to use something like that again, it would be great for like on the go, or say you're going to be spending the night somewhere, going on a trip. I think those wipes would be great. Because a lot of times if you're using like the Clinique take the day off balm, you know, you're having to, you know, take this off, dig your finger into it, you're introducing bacteria unless you use like a little spatula thing. And a lot of times I have to be careful, you know, that I don't get water or any other liquid inside of that, and I'm worried about it melting. That pure makeup removing makeup emulsifier wipe does a better job of getting your makeup off than a traditional makeup wipe because of the oil that's inside of it. I'm gonna have to look online because I want to know, do they come individually packaged, or is it, you know, this type of situation where you're pulling them out. I definitely wouldn't want them to dry out, and because of the oil, I would be kind of worried that it might leak out of packaging like this. I would recommend that if you're interested in those makeup emulsifier wipes, that would be the type of thing you would take with you on vacation. I don't think I would necessarily recommend it for everyday use. I still think that I'm going to use my regular Coors Greek yogurt cleanser that I have in the shower right now. I'm gonna go take a shower. I'm going to use the Blue Tansy Herbivore Blue Tansy mask on my face, and I'm going to use the Drybar Blonde Ale brightening powder. And then when I get out, I'm going to add a little bit of this ALTERNA Caviar Anti-Aging Serum into my hair. I'm going to let it air dry. I'm actually going to wrap it around like the TikTok style, and then see how it goes from there and let you guys know how I feel. And I'll be back in just a second. Okay, I'm back. My first thoughts on the Herbivore Blue Tansy mask is that my skin does feel tight, but like I said, it could be due to the retinol I've been using. So using this on top of it, even though it is a different ingredient for exfoliating your skin, it's got salicylic acid in it, I do believe. Salicylic acid is great for acne. I tend to get like these right under the skin bumps. They never come to a head, but it's just annoying when I put on foundation, anything like that. I get like this textured bumpy look. So what I'm going to do is show you me putting in the ALTERNA CAVIAR serum. I did use the blonde ale in my hair as well, but I really won't be able to tell that much of a difference till my hair is dry. I will say the smell of it wasn't your normal floofy hair leave-in mask that, you know, or conditioning mask that you would use. It definitely had a more neutral smell to it. I was only able to use one packet, but I do have really, really long hair. It's starting to get, you know, down below my waist, especially in the back. I have a lot of layers in the front, but I do have really, really thick hair. So what I did is I poured out a little bit at a time, put a few drops of water. I just put my hand in the water and did, you know, a few drops just off my fingers, rubbed it in, and kind of started massaging it into my scalp. My first worry was that it was going to be too dry or too gritty, but it soon kind of sudsed up just a little bit, very mildly. I did use my same shampoo and conditioner that I always use, so that way we had kind of a constant there. So what I'm going to do is do my hair kind of with the TikTok fad of the curls, just so I don't have to add heat to it. Normally, it's not very good to put your hair up into a towel and leave it on for a long time. It can cause extra frizz, that sort of thing. So I do it just enough to get out excess moisture, and you can kind of tell at my ends they're not dripping wet, so you definitely don't want to put your hair like this dripping wet. So this is not necessarily a tutorial of how to do this hair thing. You can do it if you want to. If you have short hair, it may not necessarily work out for you in the same way, but I just kind of wanted to try out, you know, how would this help when my hair is curly. Take that off. I will say the blue Tansy mask, I will probably be able to get 2 uses out of that sample packet, but I will not be able to for the blonde ale. Okay, so this came out very fast. Typical, you know, oil type serum that you would put in your hair. Kind of reminds me of like the frizzies stuff that I used to put in my hair. Nice light smell. Yeah, so I can already tell a little of this goes a long way in my hair. That's why I'm starting kind of at the bottom, making sure that I'm going all the way through my ends because I do need a trim. Starting to get some split ends. Most of the time they'll tell you not to put thick serums like this up towards your root. I'm not digging into my roots with it, but I'm just kind of lightly going over the top because I do get a lot of frizz right in here. You could also, whenever you put products in, if you want to take that wet brush, tangle teaser type thing, go back through it, or a comb, it kind of helps me evenly distribute product. In the morning, I will be able to tell, you know, if my curls are a lot shinier, if they're silkier, not as much frizz, that sort of thing, and I just kind of run the excess product that I may have. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is do my normal moisturizer. And because my skin has been feeling very dry and tight because of the retinol, I've been using this little sample size of the Josie Maron whipped argan oil face butter. A lot of people with oily skin are afraid of putting any type of oil or hydration on their face. If I was getting ready to put my makeup on, I probably, because it's summertime, would not be putting on any type of oil under my foundation. I would probably use a water-based type moisturizer, like a gel type moisturizer. I think my skin is having some sensitivity right now, not to this lotion, but I think from the mask. I will say when I first put it on, there is a warning, you know, that it may tingle. It definitely did, but it went away. I did the mask for 15 minutes, so I don't see any of the flaky skin that I did earlier, so maybe it exfoliated it off. I'm gonna put a little bit more on my forehead. And like, I do this under my for my eyebrows, because the skin under the hair of my eyebrows gets flaky too, like the rest of my face. What really sells me on a product that I get in a sample is if I can use it once and see a difference. Then that's what really makes me want to go out and purchase something. So when companies send little bitty samples of things, it's better for them to make a bigger sample size where it can be used more than once, because then I truly see, hey, if I want this product, I'm gonna go out and buy the full size product of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sleep like this, with this in my hair, and then I may add a little bit more of this serum to my hair to try to tame any flyaways or frizziness that may have happened overnight. You know, the friction against the pillow may loosen some of these hairs, and then for the most part my hair will be ready to go. And then I'll also give an update on what my face is kind of looking like in the morning, as well as the level of frizziness of my hair. So I will see you at the update in the morning. Good morning! I am back to show you what my hair looks like. I've already taken it out of the double knot, so I'm going to undo these ends and gently pull my hair out. As you can see, I do have some flyaway. I think I would recommend, and I think I might be repurchasing or purchasing the full size of this ALTERNA CAVIAR serum. It seemed to work pretty well. I do not think that I will be purchasing the pure makeup emulsifier wipes unless I'm going to be traveling, and then that might be something that I purchase it for. The Herbivore Blue Tansy mask, I'm really gonna have to wait it out because I am having a lot of, you can kind of see the dry flaky skin right here. I think that doing it around the time that I'm doing a retinol, it's definitely skewing the results. So that one is to be determined for that one. But and then the blonde ale that I used from Drybar, I mean, my hair is dry and it's not looking too brassy, so maybe it will definitely take me a few days of like seeing it in different types of light to really decide, did it do anything to my hair? Did it really take any brassiness out? Also, if your hair is completely blonde, not just highlights, you may see a greater result by using it than I did, because I just have a few highlights and they're not very, they're not super light. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy the series that I'm creating where I will be testing out all these different samples that I have so that you don't have to. Hope you have a great day and come back for the next video. Bye!